Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode... Sorry, this guy looks really suspicious. Alex Hawkins, what are you doing wandering around there? They could just be using the yard, but I'm really not too sure what they're up to. I could search them, or instead, because we know we've got a lot of contraband, we could do a shakedown of the entire facility. That's probably the way forward. Anyway, in the previous episode, we're once again cracking on with the construction of the facility, and as you can see, we've got a fairly decent way into that, and we also have some prisoners. Sadly, there was a clean-up on aisle 1 in the laundry, and we managed to expedite that with the application of all of the items in the cleaning cupboard, I should point out. So overall, pretty happy with our progress. However, we do need to continue building, and that's what we'll be doing in this episode, specifically building areas, well, things around this area here, so things like a meeting room, parole, and I would like to even attempt to get things like the bakery and such in, because that's all of the new gear, and I think that would be quite a nice thing to do. Anyway, over to our quick build, and actually no, that's not quick build. Oh yeah, quick build, and down to the bottom here, and I can see that the meeting room recommended size is only looks to be a 5x5. I don't think that is probably big enough for what I want, because this is where you have loads of meetings and animal therapy and such, so I would like this to be much bigger. And also I do want an area in a, well, probably a similar location for the parole. And oh, there's a knife being found in the kitchen. I mean, to be fair, that's where you normally store them, although Busby was probably wanting to store it in someone else. Anyway, I'm going to say this is a 5x5 like that, and have this as a parole room. Say a parole there, and then a slightly bigger parole there. I mean, we can't go right in the middle because there isn't a central way to do it. So maybe just that as a parole and a parole, and it means, I mean, what size is that? That is a 6 by something or other. Well, what I'll do is I will shrink that right down, because I don't think we really need it as a 6 distance there. And also I'm trying to save some space. So there we go. That's that in, and this one in too. And I'll move the bins to say this side. Put doors there. Put doors there, and then we have access to all of this. Right. Let's go ahead and basically crack on with the building. So over to this bin, double tap, and then we can rotate it and move it. So double click and then rotate it, and we'll put it in there. Now we'll go over to our walls and doors, and then put in a standard door there, and then in there, because that's probably the way into this area, and then we'll also put one in there and there. Why not? We'll just have 2 entrances in this place. Actually, would it be nice if we had it roughly the same location? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yeah, we can actually put it there, so we gain access to it, which is about the same distance. That's cool. Okay, right, over to our walls then, and it's going to be wall classy blue stripes across there, down there, over to foundation, over to more blue stripes classy again, and then that goes in there, and that should already have an entrance, although yeah, we'll most likely have to place just a door somewhere just so it says it's all correct. Danger level is flying up. That is because of unnecessarily being searched. That's their opinion, not mine. And some people are saying it's shackled in solitary. Yeah, a lot of that is sort of fair point, well made, but we're still going to crack on with things. You can see that these prisoners here, that's Martin Jorgensen and this fella up here, Igor, they are getting searched, and this guy's got misconduct, locked down for 1 hour 29 minutes and solitary for 8 hours 34 minutes, yet they're not being escorted anywhere, even though we do have the free guards. This guy's in solitary, but those ones have not been moved over. I say that, and now they get moved over. Okay, that is good, fine. I'm not really bothered about that at all. Danger level is going up, and some of them have complaints. Let's just check our needs, and you see there are some needs for food, no critical needs, or they're mainly medium with some critical on recreation, but we've recently put this stuff in, so I don't know if that's just a minor issue with the solitary stuff. We shall see. Anyway, going ahead and cracking on with... Oh, inmate nutritional research is finished. Let me go ahead and change that then. So policy, we will have to have our high quantity and high variety meals is what we want. For our regime, we want this as eat, and then eat, and then that'll do quite nicely, I think. Is that about right? Do I want to have eat there right after shower? No, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, eat, 1, 2, 3, 4. I really don't know which way I had it before. Not that it really matters. Something like that'll do. Right, fine, cool. So that is set up for minimum and maximum security. It's the same. Sorry, medium and maximum security. So that's 3. Oh, we got some fighting. Yeah, we have this now set up correctly. So we have 3 high variety, high quantity meals, and we've also got some fighting as well. So it looks like this Rogers here, who's extremely volatile, has kicked off, and that's pretty much what's happened there. So they're now being searched, and yeah, solitary for 4 hours. So yeah, it's just, oh wow, okay, there's a lot more solitary requirements than I actually thought. Okay, well, to be fair, I did in our policy here really ramp up the amount of hours that you get, but I mean, do I really want to put it down? I'm just going to say recommended. Oh wow, if you recommend it, look what it puts up there. Match with minimum, please. Yeah, that'll do for now. Okay. So yeah, we'll just keep it like that, but we do want to search the lot. If you are found doing anything naughty, we search you. I think that's a fairly decent policy. There we go, there's that set. We can finish the shakedown, I think we'll stop that. So we found a lot of contraband, which I'm pretty happy with, and also found her notebook page. Excellent. Okay, so looks like the rooms have been built on the right-hand side. I will dismantle the door and just get these built. Oh, are these guys trapped in? These guys are definitely trapped in. So instead what I'll do is, I'll have to move the door now, although I can't until it's been dismantled. So I'll prioritize the moving of that door. I'll then go over to walls and doors, and then place a door in here. It doesn't really matter where it goes as long as we just have something. And prioritize that again, like that. And there are high levels of contraband in the prison. I've just searched it. I've literally just searched everything. And how can there be high levels of contraband unless either loads of stuff has just been nicked? Yeah, wow, look at the supply. Wow, okay, we're gonna do a search tonight then. We'll see what we find. Yeah, I'm guessing a lot of it's just been, yeah, nicked from here, so we'll find as we go through. Anyway, we are working towards our inmate nutritional research. We have the Reform Through Education Initiative and the Cell Block C, and remove weight benches from the yard, which I've done, but technically they can still be used. Right, okay, so it is currently eat time. You can see they're all cracking on and doing that thing, and doesn't seem to be any big problem there. Okay, right, over to this area, and we're going to have a meeting room, so clicky, clicky, draggy, draggy, and parole, which we will have 2 of, and parole rooms are quite simple. They require just a visitor table. So a visitor table will go in, and we'll make it a bit different. So we'll put one there, and this one we'll put in, say, there, and that's pretty much all you need. So there you are. Actually, I like the idea of it there. Why not? And maybe on this side, for no reason whatsoever, we can have a couple of wide sofas. We don't need that. Anyway, a meeting room requires a chair, so we will put in the chairs. The chairs, I'm just going to sort of put them along one side, along the other, like that, and then we're going to put some nice plants in as well. So we've got plant, 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 and plant, and that's pretty much what the meeting room had. We also can have, if we want to, I'm sure there's a table. Let me just search for table. Yes, and there's a visitor table oval. No, it just says table oval. I think I'll just put the table in there and there, and that should do quite nicely. So that is our meeting room, so we can run a lot of programs there. We are receiving 4,602 generic units of currency per day. There's also a food tray that's just been dumped on the ground, and it's currently sleep time. Prisoners are back in there, so I'm going to do shakedown all. Obviously this is going to annoy the prisoners, but that seems like a them problem rather than a me problem, or our problem really. Let's go for our tiled walls, and we're going to increase the amount of people, or increase the amount of rooms, should I say, in solitary. That will require some solitary doors, which is going to be secure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. This is also eventually going to become a security room where we can get snitches and such. Speaking of that, I know there's been some call to prioritise the building of the area at the back here for our protective custody. I agree. We should probably get that made as soon as we can, but I do really want to prioritise things like the bakery, because I just want to see that working. I know one of the big complaints with the previous series going green was that all the new stuff we didn't look at until the latter part of the series, and I think that's a valid criticism, to be honest. Either way, over to our programs here, and I'm going to reschedule all, go down to our parole hearing, and it says 5 in the queue, so I'm just going to set these up as much as I can. The thing is, I don't need to run, it doesn't actually cost anything to run multiples of them, so I'm just going to set them all going, And then, you know, people will come in and go through this parole stuff as well. The meeting room is still being constructed, so it'll take a little bit of time for that. In terms of deployment, oh, we found a tunnel. Interesting. In terms of deployment, I'm going to have this as shared now so they can come through, but that's not a big drama, really. But there's a tunnel. You can see they've been digging with a rope, and they've managed to get 2 tiles. So there you go. This is the first real... Well, this is the first search at night, certainly, that we have had, so... There you are. And there's more tunnels as well, wow. So we are actually having some problems with tunnels. So I'm just going to remove the tunnels there. Also going over to our deployment, patrols, and then we'll have, say, it doesn't really matter, blue patrol. And we're going to have a blue patrol that will run outside here. And I'm going to have it run from this centre bit along, down, across, up, and then back across to there. And I will assign a dog handler to that. Although I don't really have many dog handlers. I've only got 2. I'm going to hire 2 more dog handlers. There we go. So we can make sure we search around the outside. Technically, if they dig along here and then through here, I won't find it. The chances of that are quite slim, I would imagine. Anyway, our meeting room is now functional, so I can go ahead and start running some things. Specifically, we want animal therapy. Inmates can often struggle to control their temper or other negative thoughts. Through these sessions and the bonds that form through them, hopefully inmates will learn to stay calm and de-escalate any situation they find themselves in before it becomes violent. Led by an animal therapist in a meeting room. Okay. Session length is 2 hours. Each prisoner requires a chair. It's voluntary, can hire externally. Students sit practical and intermediate. Is it intermediate? Intermediate, yes. So we're going to start that one up. That will cost some money, and the money is 350 generic units of currency a session. We are going to go for conflict resolution, which is a reformed prison in a meeting room. But in order to do that first, an ex-inmate is now reformed. We'll come to and speak about the possible difficulties around the release. Different problematic scenarios will be role-played for inmates to learn how to avoid resorting to violence. So, 2 hours, we try as a chair, yeah, and all that sort of stuff. What about 3 strikes program? You have to do training first, though. Psychologist in a classroom, and then a common room. Interesting. Right. We're going to go for conflict resolution then. So we'll run both of those. So that's going to cost us 550 per day. So, curious. We are spending a bit of money there. But, at the same time, I think it's a worthy cause. This is about reform. It is second chances after all. Now, our money is still positive, but what it says is our income is not entirely accurate because we are doing 3 high-quality, high-variety meals per day. Whereas, in reality, we won't be running that full-time. Danger level is flying up, and I'm concerned about that. Checking out our needs, you can see there's some hygiene need. A lot of that will be because of the solitary areas over here. And people there. Okay. Once they get free time, they should be able to... Yeah, as soon as they get free time, look at that. It plummets. This is pretty good. Oh! Right. So, this is what I've been looking forward to. Animal therapy. So this is where we have our animal therapist. That's a nice coloured shirt. And you can see they've got the pass around the neck as well. That's really good, the little badge. And we've also got a therapy animal container. Otherwise known as a satchel with a doggo in it, probably. So let's just... Oh, and these guys have been released. I don't know if it's released early, but we shall find out. So let's just see what happens here. So they're going to prep it, which is what's happening now. I really should put some flooring, shouldn't I? Tell you what, let's go for flooring and then blue carpet. And we'll put the blue carpet in there. I think for the parole as well, I think that is reasonable to put flooring in there. That is like that. And then unpause it. Bit of money that I didn't really want to spend, but, you know, to be honest, it should be alright. And, oh, there we go! So this is prisoner Paul Cadwell, 63. And you can see their prison number 1411777. Since 4 years for violent disorder. And they have, oh, good cooking experience and cleaning experience with a kitchen safety and hygiene completed. Very good. So, they are currently doing the animal therapy. And you can see concentration is excellent, understanding adequate, and, you know, it's only just started, so we can't really rate it too much. And, yeah, they're actually stroking the dog. Ah, you can't really see too much because of where they are, but they're stroking the dog. And I notice it's the same dog that we selected for our for our canine units. I wonder if that is a random thing, or whether or not that's... I wonder if you just get a random dog, or whether you get different ones based on what you select. Either way, they are stroking the dog, it's panting away, tail's wagging. Yeah, it is working. And there's another dog. Oh, hang on. I wonder if I wonder if there's going to be some problems here. So that's Cadwell. So it's only one person that's going there. At least parole's going quite well. Pretty good. Over prison grading, 0 prisoners have been released, even though I know for a fact 2 have just been released. Interesting. So there we go. That's now working. Good. We have animal therapy on the go. This is good. This is brilliant. Right. So while we are cracking on with that, let us think about planning. Specifically, if we go to quick build, we have the bakery and the restaurant. And I probably want both. And apparently this is the right size for both. Okay, so we can have both in there. This one here, by the way, this is going to become a mirror of this visitation. So we have to have one in there and then one in here. And the bakery is about the same size as well. So I'm going to most likely follow the rough plan for this, for the bakery and for the restaurant. I have a feeling, however, that we should probably double the size. If we were to double the size of the bakery and double the size of the restaurant, I think that would be quite good. So I think that's what I'm going to do. This is the bakery and this is the restaurant. We shall see, though. What am I going to do first? What's the restaurant say? Prisoners with this experience in cooking. I put with this experience. I put this in there. Prisoners with experience in cooking or customer service can prepare and serve food to civilian customers. All right. Bakery. Prisoners with experience in cooking or customer service can bake bread and cook cakes and sell it to civilian customers. Well, we do have people working in the kitchen, so we know they've got experience there. So I think it'll most likely be the restaurant that we build. So I'm going to place the restaurant in. I'm just going to remove that planning there. Tunnels being found randomly because of a prisoner being searched. That's 18. And that's also 18. Okay. Remove that. Remove tunnels. Crack on with that. Money's a problem. Balance is low. But we're almost halfway through the high variety, high quantity meals. And hopefully, when people leave, we'll get advanced payments. Ah. And now we have conflict resolution. So this is Felix Green here, prisoner number 1411982. Convictions is false imprisonment. Curious. Okay. Well, they are attending the reformed prisoner program. Oh, Larry Lawton. Author, TV personality, speaker, teen/young adult mentor, and law enforcement consultant. Yeah, I know people point him out. He's got a YouTube channel, I believe, as well. I think I have seen a couple of his things. Or he's been on live streams that I've seen at some point. Either way, they come in, they have a little chat, and he leaves. So again, conflict resolution. Don't use that fork that you've just stolen to, try and eat someone's liver. So, meeting room and parole, both on the go. Happy with that. Happy with that. So, bakery and the restaurant. It's going to be a big job, isn't it? It is going to be a big job. So, I want an entranceway on the left-hand side somewhere where our prisoners can come in through a metal detector, I might add. And this to be a way into the restaurant that's most likely going to be a visitor door. They can't go outside here because that is set to staff only, so they can't go there. So it's important that, well, we don't need a metal detector that side. So there we go. If, for example, then we were to have a wall there then and have the entranceway in here. So there's your door. There's your metal detector. Then you come in. If we go to quick build, and I do find this quite useful. The restaurant, you can see, you probably can't see because of the pop-up. There we go. We've got, at the back there, cookers and freezers, and then it looks to be a half wall with the door, I think. Okay. Well, if we follow a similar pattern to that, I don't think we can go far wrong, really. I mean, I'm not going to concern myself with it at the moment because, quite frankly, I have got nowhere near the right amount of funds. And there's the CEO calling. Reform programs are key... Oh, hang on. This is a new message. Reform programs are key to prisons successfully reintegrating into society. Some offenders will start successful new lives while others fall back to old ones and reoffend. Reform prisoners will bring an additional cash reward, but some prisoners who reoffend could return to your prison. Not only will you incur a fine for their failed rehabilitation, but they may also have picked up additional bad habits while on the outside. Yes, that is true. That is true. So yeah. Okay, well, I wonder if we have any of those. We have prison grading. 1 prisoner has been released. If we go to our reform, we can see average punishment is high. Average reform grade is high at 8. Work experience is 1, so we need more working. Average security grade is 3, which is not too bad. And health grade is just middling. So there you go. And you can see all the parole cut-offs. So a lot of these are quite low, actually. 30% for all of the prisoners. The 2 of the max sec, they're probably going to be released. The other guy isn't. And I would say it looks to be probably about 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the prisoners in medium security are eligible for successful parole. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Good grief, there's a lot of ingredients in here. Danger level is going up. I'm going to see what I can do in the common room. So we've got a lot of stuff in here. I haven't got any gym mats, but we are going to have another gym. I think this is a common room. Are they just standing around? They're just wandering around in it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove that because there may be some, potentially some issues there with them working in there. But we know that's going to be a common room. We can have chess in here if we really wanted to. Nice bit of chess, maybe. Bookcase, no. Paintings, no. Computer station. Kits for the literature and comfort needs. Okay. Could put some computers. There's 4 computers there. Arcade cabinets. That's recreation comfort. I'm going to put 2 of those in, but there's a fight. We have a fight going on. Where? Osborne? No. Rogers. Extremely volatile again. Okay, we've seen that occur before. We are 64% on our inmate nutritional research, which is fine. We have a drug overdose. Christopher Pennock. Luckily, our guard has taken them straight away and has brought them to the infirmary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 medical beds in there. And the doctor likes to climb over the medical beds. Is actually in-house. They're in residence rather than sitting in the staff room while someone overdoses in the infirmary, which we have seen several times in previous series. By the way, you're getting a lot of like dingling noises. That's the consultation fee. We have, if I can find our warden there, Safara Aknova, and we get a small cut to the resale value of each piece of contraband found. So it's actually having this, and someone did point this out in I think episode 2's comments, having this wall around here which stops things being thrown in is actually not a great thing, because you want them to smuggle stuff in. You want them to have stuff thrown in, but you then want to find it quickly. And once you've found it, you can then sell it. That's been thrown in the last 24 hours. It shouldn't be able to be thrown in. I don't know why that's there, and I've not yet found a reason why that's like that. Anyway, I'm going to go tunnel search all sectors. 52 places. They're not searching the prisoner, so danger level is not increasing, as you can see there. But we have had problems with tunnels, so I think that's where they're doing that. We found 2 cell phones there, so we'll gain a little bit of a little bit of cash. You've also got narcotic search and a roll call. Roll call is when they all stand at the frontier, and you can use that to catch the prisoners out. And yeah, it can be quite successful. So in here then, objects, scrolling down to the bottom, you can see we've got, oh look, wall panel woods. Oh, and it's actually like a nice blue colour as well, so that's going to work out nicely. But you've also got red and stone and corner pieces as well. Alright, so we want probably the fridges back there. I'd like maybe... No, maybe... I'm not too sure. I'll just be honest, I'm not too sure how to set this up. The dining booths, though, assuming we're going to have the booths right across there. These are 3x somethings. So 3x2s by the look of it. So 3x2. We could run them 12 to there. Alright, and then we'll have the wall there. So if that is the kitchen, let's assume that this is going to be the kitchen, alright? So there's the kitchen. In the centre, we will have our doors, like that. And door not necessarily there, but I do like the idea of maybe that's walls. I don't want to select walls. Maybe objects down to there. So it'll be that. There's your entranceway there. You come in, and then in the centre we can also have 3, 6. That's it. We'll put the other way. One there, one there. And have the booths run down the middle like that. Do I like that? Not really. Not really. We can have them on either side. Oh, we also need a counter as well, don't we? A display counter and a shop counter. Weird. Shop front? No. Shop counter. I'll scroll down to the bottom because that's probably where it'll be. Yeah, there's your display counter there. And then large dining tables. Oh, we could have big dining tables down the centre instead of the booths. Yeah, that'll look quite nice. And then you've got a shop counter there as well. I like the idea of the shop counter on the entrance when you come in. So maybe I'll put the entrance there, have the shop counter there. So when you come in, you get served and then sort of taken to your tables. Alright. 5 medium security prisoners are going to arrive shortly, and apparently only 1 prisoner has been released. I'm not too sure how that's occurred then. I think we've had this problem in the past though, and it's not classing parole as released, so we shall see. Here's our rivals over to intelligence and informants. We have Strong, Stokel, and Strong and Stokel, and a couple of unknown traits as well. A couple of unknown traits around this part too, but there you are. 3 high quantity, high variety meals per day. That is on 85%. That'll be done very shortly. We can pick up straight away. We're going to pick up the restaurant thing, I believe. It's most likely what we're going to do. Get them working on that. There's animal therapy again. This is with Greg. Oh yeah, so the dog does change. So got a German Shepherd by the look of it, or something similar. Alsatian. Not really too sure. Either way. Yeah, teaching. Animal therapy. To Robert Gregg. There you go. Just keep thinking happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Oh, there's another dog. Dalmatian, I think. Other spotted dogs are available. I'm not even too sure if that's the case. So, hang on. Every prisoner... Okay, yes. Every prisoner... has their own dog. It randomly spawns them by the look of it from the animal therapy container. Sorry, therapy animal container. So it's like a TARDIS for canines. Actually, canine is in the TARDIS. That reference didn't work. Or maybe it worked on multiple levels. All the above, none of the above. Either way, as more people come in, it's funny watching this clown car of a bag spew all the animals out. Imagine if this was full. That's a lot of hair to get out of that carpet and other things. Anyway, we are still working towards 3 high quantity, high variety meals. We are going to go to flooring, grass. How much does this cost? 1,680. I'm going to do it. Get that built. And 23 hours we will eventually be able to get the weights benches back in. For some reason, this guy is in lockdown. 1 hour. They don't seem to take them to lockdown anymore. Doesn't seem to happen. They just sort of leave them there. No, there he is. Lockdown, look. 1 hour 34 minutes remaining. And he gets sort of put there. Then that's active. Very curious. Very curious. Alright. It's eat time again. But there is the grant payment. So, we are going to go to policy. Scrolly down. Medium variety, medium quantity. Over to regime. We'll have this as lockup. 1. Wait until it finishes. We'll be generous. 2. And there we go. I'm going to change the time to that. So they have a bit of free time before it. Well, actually, if it's like that, that's probably better. It might lead in a bit better, because if they're having free time and then go straight to work, that's not too bad. But if they have free time and then don't have a job and continue on with free time, it's better than splitting it up. So, yeah, we'll do that. Right. Over to our grants, and we're going to go for Restaurant Service Scheme. 10 grand advance payment, 10 grand completion. Allowing prisoners the opportunity to earn a wage and provide visiting civilians with a service is a great way to introduce some normality back to a prisoner's lives. Prisoner will also benefit from the revenue generated. Build a restaurant, serve 30 citizens. Let's go for it. Restaurant. Let's get it done. Objects. Right at the bottom. Dining booths. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We also need a shop counter. Shop counter will go here. I will have a door. Specifically visitor. Actually, what if I just have the... say shop counter. What if I have it there and have a double door there? Double door would be better. And I could just... could just put that there. I don't know if anyone staffs it or not. I think a double door would be better. But unless you've got the room for that, does it really matter? Gonna put it there for now. See what it's like. And then doors. Double visitor door there. Like so. And unpause it normal speed and let them crack on with building for now. We've got the booths in. Shop counter I've ordered 2 of apparently. It might come in handy. Then dining table large. We can put dining tables down the centre. And... well, display counters we need. 1 there, 1 there. That seems reasonable. We've got the wall panel wood, which will go along there, which look to be built. Look like they were built immediately. Walls and doors, doors. Standard double. And at the back, what do we need? Cookers, fridges, / tall fridge. So cookers and fridges. So fridge can go on the back here if need be. I'll put the cookers in first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fridge. Probably going to have on the back wall. Like that for now. No, that's terrible. That is absolute garbage. Where we're going to put the sinks. Put the sinks in there for now. The fridges can run down the middle like that. I can change things up if need be. Right, so there's that basically sort of in. Metal detector. We'll go in there. Doors, standard door goes in there. Walls. In like that. Right. There's that build. The levels of contraband in the prison are out of control. Yeah. I don't know what I can do about it other than do searches every 30 seconds. Can we change the diner booth colour? Is there a blue diner booth? No, there's different coloured wall panels. But not the rest of it, which is a bit of a shame. But there you go, it is what it is. Dining table large. So we'll have one there. With chairs that go along, like that. We'll have this in as well. There we go. We can put one in the middle if we need to as well. I think it's sufficient in terms of size. We'll just remove the planning. See how long it takes for them to do that. Good. Right. Build a restaurant, serve civilians. That's what we need. And there's Thomas Eaglebeak. We've seen Eaglebeak before. Thomas Workbench Eaglebeak, prison number 12688. What are they currently up to? They have cooking experience, which is alright, but no kitchen safety or hygiene. Curious. So, sleep time, shakedown, the lot. A lot more places to search now. A lot more places to search. Let's go for utilities and electrical cable, and oh, it is setting it up automatically because of where we've ran the power. Possibly that was planned, and possibly not. So walls and doors. No, actually we don't need to put any more of those in, but we do want to put some flooring in. So we'll have concrete tiles like that to connect this up, and then in here. It's a shame about that bit there. We'll want white tiles. Like so. Oh, really? It's going to go over that wall? That's going to look terrible. And the blue carpet. I think we'll go with red carpet. £8 grand. I don't think we'll go with any carpet. Sack that. Nope. 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 It's just a retro look. Yep, that's what we're going to tell everybody. Okay, over to our logistics and prison labour, and max jobs is 20 for this thing. We will, however, go to deployment as well and assign guards. We'll sign a guard in there just to wander around and to make sure nobody gets attacked. Yeah, I don't like that wall panel wood. That's not good at all. Because you can see the flooring underneath. That's a disappointment. The problem is, if I put walls in and then put the doors there, classes them as two separate rooms, so you can't do that either, which is why those wall panels have most likely been put in. Okay. Well, we'll have to put up and shut up. I might alter it later on. We shall see. There's animal therapy again. Double dog. Oh! Restaurant is working. Oh, let's put the flooring in, shall we? Flooring, carpet red, and it goes £4 grand. Wow. Ah, so Stephen Busby there actually went to the shop counter. And now the mayor's calling. Move your mood on to something else. Right, we can now put in the yard once again. So they can use those. Well, they could always use it anywhere. And there we are. We have one prisoner who has set a restaurant meal cooking. And that looks delicious. There's a restaurant meal. Looks like steak and chips with a bit of green veggie on there somewhere. Oh, it changes to meal. What we got? Spag bol. Looks to be a salad. Don't know why it's come out of a pot like that, but meal quantity is high. So we get different quantities, quality, should I say. Yeah. But the problem is, they set them going and then wandered off. And, oh my good grief. Oh, right. Well, it did clearly state that the people that you get the next day are dependent on the type... the people that you get in here the amount should I say, depends on how many was served satisfactorily in the previous day. I'm going to guess that those ones that came and just left with the unhappy red smiley faces, I think they're probably not going to come here again. But some people are getting served. And you can see we've got, yeah, it all working pretty well. Now that we've got prisoners actually working in here. What's good as well, and I was informed of this as well, a couple of people in the comments pointed this out, that when people like leave, a lot of the visitors leave, say visitation, whatever, they often end up visiting this, like visiting the bakery or visiting the restaurant. So I'm keeping an eye on that visitation to see if that actually is the case. Nah, most of them are just leaving. Oh well. But some are coming in. Right. Yeah, civilian customers. They're hanging around. There you go. Lots of meals. Restaurant meal 1. Yeah, so we're stacking all these up. But there are civilian customers hanging around, not getting fed, and we're a wee bit unhappy, as you may expect. And our daily cash flow is plummeting for some reason. Either way, we have got a restaurant built and we are serving civilians, so we are working towards the restaurant service scheme. So we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Happy with our progress in terms of the meeting room, all of the parole, and this as well. Obviously, we haven't got a huge amount built, but what we have got built, I think, is pretty much worth it. So, next episode, we will crack on with this and probably build another visitation. We want to get in a chapel, I think, as well. If we look at needs, you can see there's spirituality, literature, and luxuries that we don't have fulfilled. It is on high needs rather than critical. I don't think they can get to critical, but certainly want to try and fulfill the spirituality needs. Most likely this room here. Same thing for a shop. It'll probably be the bottom one, and then another visitation, and then this will be where the bakery is. So overall, pretty happy, but we will obviously have stuff to do, and indeed we do have stuff to do. But as always, hope you have enjoyed the video and the series for what it is thus far. Comments in the comments for any suggestions, changes, etc. And as always, we will go from there. Hope you have enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.